We are all the heroes of our own story. Every morning, we wake up as the main character of our own movie. We want the world to revolve around us, to listen to us, to follow us, to admire us, and yet, most people don't care. Why? Because you are not giving them a reason to. And here's the truth. Dale Carnegie figured this out 100 years ago, and all these secrets are out in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which will change your story forever. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Shreyashi and I'm a software engineer by profession, and I like to make videos on skincare, travel, lifestyle, productivity, positivity, and all of that jazz. Continuing on my series of the books that I've read and that have really impacted my life and all the lessons that I've learned from those books. Well, to add on to it, today I'm going to be sharing all the lessons that I learned from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Let's be honest, we're all a bit self-centered. Well, I think bit is a little bit of underestimation. We are more self-centered than we think that we are. We constantly want to talk about our wins, our losses, our problems, our complaints, our ambitions, our goals, our sadness, everything. But guess what? So does everyone else around you. Carnegie said it best. A person's name to that person is the sweetest sound in any language. People don't want to hear about your story until you have showed them that you genuinely care about theirs. So let's flip the script. Let's go from hero to helper and from me first to you matter. Lesson number 1, show genuine interest in others. You can make more friends in 2 months by being genuinely interested in other people rather than in 2 years by trying to impress people or trying to make other people be interested in your life. At a party once, I just stopped trying to impress, and for once I just tried to listen. Instead of telling them about my life, I started with asking questions like, oh, what are you doing right now? How has life been for you? Oh, how did you get into that? And you know, by the end of that party, a lot of people told me that you're a great conversationalist. And I barely said anything. All I did was just listen. Everybody wants to be heard, and everybody wants you to listen to them. And that is the number 1 step of winning over anyone. Just listen, because people love people who listen. Lesson number 2, do not criticize, condemn, or complain. Every time I pointed out somebody's flaw, even gently if I would say, oh, but you're not right there, it would just completely shut the conversation down. Now I ask, what do you think we could do better next time? And boom, collaboration instead of conflict. Lesson number 3, make others feel important. Sincerely. Talk to someone about themselves and they will listen to you for hours. You know, we all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. A genuine, sincere compliment, for example, hey, I really admire the way you handled that situation. It can genuinely change how someone sees you for forever. Because you are making them feel important, you're talking about them, you're asking them about their lives, you are appreciating them. It's just a genuine interest and genuine importance that you give to that person. And when somebody sees that they matter in front of you, they will be more pleased and they will feel more welcomed by you. They will feel genuinely interested in being your friend, being around you, and being influenced by you. Lesson number 4, let others feel that the idea is theirs. Well, who doesn't love giving advices? Am I right? Every single person out there, even if you go out down the street and you ask someone something, they'll just be right there trying to give you the best possible advice that they can. Even if nobody has traveled that path, they'll be ready to show you the path. But no one loves getting advices. Most of the times, it's just that people just want to be heard. They just want to tell their story. They don't want your advice, and they don't want themselves to feel as if you're overpowering them or controlling them by your ideas. So instead of, when you're in a situation when you want to put forward your idea across, maybe instead of saying something like, hey, you should try that approach, you should say something like, what do you think about this approach? Or what do you think will be the pros and cons of this approach? What do you think if this is done like this? You're asking them for their advice on that idea. When they start owning that idea, they start acting on it. And lesson number 5, smile, be warm, and begin in a friendly way. Yes, even in 2025, A warm smile disarms all the tension. A friendly opening changes the whole tone. Try starting your next conversation with, a warm smile and saying, I really appreciate how hard you have been working lately. And just see the magic. The day you stop trying to be the center of attention, that is the day when people actually start paying attention to you. Because influence doesn't come from being loud. It comes from making others feel seen, heard, and valued. And when you do that, you're not just this hero of your own story anymore. You become the guide in someone else's story. That's real influence, that's real connection. That's what Dale Carnegie taught the world and what most people never do. If you've ever felt invisible or unheard, just try implementing one of these techniques that I just shared with you and come back and comment down below as if which worked for you, because all of these lessons have worked definitely for me, and I'm sure it's going to work for you as well. Because being liked isn't luck, it's a skill which you can learn. Always remember, you are the hero, but the secret to being unforgettable is making others feel like they are too. Well, these were the 5 lessons learned from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And I really highly would recommend you reading the book entirely. It's a wonderful book full of so many different instances and examples and so many different learnings, and it's a very, very, very amazing book. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, and I will be back with another video very, very soon. Until then, bye bye.